Some residents in Mtanzania are refusing to leave their damaged homes, fearing criminals would take their belongings. Over 1,000 people have been displaced following this weekend's flooding in the Buffalo City Metro. 2 have been confirmed to have died. Malungelo Booi is in Mdantsane and now joins us for another live update. Malungelo, once again, good morning to you. What other update do you have for us?
Well, Aldrin, we're still exactly where we were earlier on. In fact, we're interacting with as many residents in this particular community, especially those who have essentially decided that they'll remain behind so that they can make sure that their belongings are not taken away by the criminals. But we'll continue really to just show you the extent of destruction that has been caused by these floods. This is somebody's home, Aldrin. You can see that everything is upside down. There's also a fridge, there's pots, there's bedding that is completely wet. We have been told, though, that the owner of this property is one of the few people in this particular community that has decided to go and seek shelter elsewhere, because we understand she's also a bit elderly, so it was not safe for her to remain in this space. But the residents that are remaining behind, what they do then, Aldrin, is to sort of like look out for each other's properties to make sure that no criminals actually target them. But when you come to this particular structure, you'd not believe, Aldrin, that there was somebody who was sleeping exactly here. The owner of this property was sleeping here. He's left the property. He's gone to work. He has allowed us to essentially to be here. But you can also see, I want Lutumo to show you this, that his television set is on the floor. This is a school shoe. It belongs to a child. It's completely wet. You can see just on the floor. It's just a mess here. But also when you come this side, Aldrin, I'm not gonna go all the way, but you can just see the destruction. The roof has fallen, the bedding, it's wet. Everything here is wet. And I was talking to some of the local residents, essentially saying that they do need to be removed in this area so that they can actually just go to a safe place. I want to bring in Nancy into the conversation. Nancy, kunjani?
Ndiyaphila tata Nkosana.
Ndikhona. Niqale nini ukuza?
Siqale ngoSeptember last year. Sisusa kwindawo esime kuyo amagali, kodwa masisome sikule ndawo ikhawulezile iza kwenzeka, kuza kwakhiwa. Ngoku sibona idelay kule yesuwa akude kuqhubekeke, sibona seyimkile iphinde ibuye asifumana ireport asazi bakwenzeka ntoni. Thina ngela xesha besingxamile sifuna uqonda into uba makwenzeka ntoni, besiyazi beyazifika imini nje because le ndawo sime kuyo ayondawo right. And ayondawo right le ndawo sime kuyo, and ucouncilor khangaze usifunela indawo but akazi ukuthi straight athi indawo ethile siphele sesizifunela indawo sazoma kule ndawo kuba indawo yokufutshane kule ndawo sakhelwa.
Okay, siyayibona yonke imeko nje ayikhonhle. Nifuna uthini loluphi uncedo enilufunayo?
Uncedo silifunayo kumasipala into yokubana makasikhangele lo mzuzu zingekami izindlu kulandawo zikuyo, makasikhangelele indawo ezisafe for uhlala thina, like i-shelters okanye ubana ngaba zifumaneki zikhona mos izindlu sezakhiwe zingekabi nabantu ebenosithaka abesithatha sikhabe sixhoka kuso.
Okay, ndiyabulela Mama Nancy. Okay, Aldrin, so she's one of the residents that's been affected. Essentially, they've moved here as a temporary measure because they moved from one location to another, moving for a government project, but now they are finding themselves where they are really at the mercy of the inclement weather. But what she says the government must do is essentially government must remove them from here and put them in some of the government houses that are vacant as a temporary measure while government still continues to build houses for them. She's saying also that their councillor hasn't come here to see how they're living. And they want to know how must people live in a place like this?
Well, a very difficult situation there. Thank you so much, Malungelo, Booi. And you just think about it, Naledi. One of the reasons that people actually participate in elections is because they want their lives to change.
Yeah.
Just quickly to give you a voter turnout in the Eastern Cape from just the recent elections. A voter turnout there was 52.72%. So just over half of the population that are registered voters in the province went out to go cast their ballot. But the intention is also to change your lives at the end of the day.
And to protect you from the inevitable storms that we know are coming as a result of climate change. It's a very, very heartbreaking story.